in that country has declared last month's election null and void. That means a fresh election will be held within 60 days. So we understand President Uhuru Kenyatta is set to address the nation within the hour. I will keep you updated right here on GHOne TV. Now back home, President Akufo-Addo has tasked Muslim mothers to take advantage of government's free SHS policy to be rolled out this month to educate the girl child. According to the president, government's free SHS policy was targeted at the less privileged in society. The president was addressing hundreds of Muslim faithfuls at the celebration of this year's Eid al-Adha at the Independence Square in Accra.
Eid al-Adha is an occasion for us to remember the sacrifices Prophet Abraham made in obedience to the will of God. Islam means peace and submission to the will of God. Islam should thus instill in us a sense of sacrifice. A sense of sacrifice that puts others and our nation first. That is the meaning of Eid al-Adha. According to the 2010 population census, Muslims constitute 17% of our population. 17% by any standard of measure is a significant figure. Therefore, your contribution to national development is significant. We are in a better place to practice our religion if we are educated. The free senior high school policy eliminates one of the major barriers to seeking secondary education: poverty. It is my fervent belief that it is an educated population that can accelerate the development of our country. Imam, Ulama Jama, I cannot end my statement without urging the education of the Muslim girl or woman. Quote, paradise lies under the feet of mothers, unquote. So says the Prophet Muhammad. We must take the education of the girl child seriously. We shall be perpetuating ignorance, poverty, and disease if the trainers of generations of Ghanaians remain uneducated.
Still staying on the Eid celebrations, Mustafa Hamid, Information Minister, has re-emphasized the need for Muslims to educate their children.
We believe that education is the leveler. Right now I'm here as Minister for Information and talking to you because of education. If I didn't go to school, I wouldn't be here. So that clearly demonstrates to you that education is a provider of opportunities. And therefore, if we are a government who say that we want to provide an equal opportunity for every Ghanaian, to be able to realize their potential, then of course, the logical thing to do is to open access to quality education so that everybody gets the opportunity to educate themselves and everybody gets the opportunity to exercise the talents and the gifts that the Almighty Allah has given them.
That's the Information Minister there speaking to our team at the Independence Square. Let's now take you to Nima, where my colleague Ernest Latte is joining us. Hundreds are celebrating the Eid at Nima, of course. All the meat going down there. Let's speak to Ernest. Hello, Ernest. What can you report?
Hello, Abena, Owusu, Nyamekye. I'm coming to you live from Nima. And as you all know, today is a big day for Muslims all around the world and even Ghana here. And here in Nima, the celebration is ongoing. Eid celebration. This is Eid Adha. We all know that there are two important celebrations on the Muslim calendar, which is the Eid al-Fitr and the Eid al-Adha. But today is Eid al-Adha, a day that is being celebrated to remember the sacrifice that Abraham, or Ibrahim as the Muslim call him, made the sacrifice, that the willingness to make or sacrifice Isaac to God. And so we have a few people here. They are Muslims and they are also having fun. Let's engage them and see their plans for today. Hello, my brother. What's your name?
My name is Abdurrahman Hashim.
Yeah, today is Eid al-Adha. What are your plans for the day?
My plans for today, there are a lot, but just to bullet a few. First of all, after here, we are going to slaughter our cow. Then after that, we'll call up our friends. Then we'll enjoy together.
So how long are you going to party for the whole day?
As for we, the three, we are not going for party, but we are going to have a lot of fun as well.
So are you going to the mosque or you are done with prayers?
No, we will go for Juma, the Friday prayers, yeah.
Friday prayers.
Yeah, but it's not compulsory for every Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not compulsory.
And so what are your plans for the day, you two?
What he said is the same thing, you know. Now we are planning to go for Juma, so I think that's all.
That's all for you?
Yeah, that's all for me.
Said it all. You are going to slaughter a cow. Do you have plans of sharing? Because I know that 1/3 of that cow has to go to the poor and needy in society.
Yes. Now, yeah, I think they've already slaughtered the cow. Now, maybe after the Juma, we go and share everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So have you invited some friends to come over for party and what have you?
Yes. Some of our friends, I think they are waiting for us. And so after the Juma, we go and meet them.
Okay. Now, what does the day actually mean? What is the essence of Eid al-Adha to you as a Muslim?
For me, it's just a celebration to remember the birth of. Sorry for the sacrifice Adam made. Abraham rather made due to Allah.
With Isaac, right?
Yeah, due to Allah. Yeah.
So what are your plans for today?
That's the same thing my brother said.
So you are all going to party.
We are going to have a lot of fun, not party. We are not going for party.
So where are you heading to?
Now from here we are heading to the masjid to observe our Juma Salat. So that's the Friday congregation prayers. Yeah. So after that, then we go home. Then the meat we share it together. Then our invited friends, we eat with them. Then we move out.
Are you going to be at the Independence Square for the grand, celebration?
Nah, for now, because of time.
Oh, okay.
So we are just going to celebrate it in the house.
So Abena, Owusu, are you headed from these three proud Muslims? And they, as part of the celebration, they're also saying that they are going to slaughter a cow and they are going to invite a few friends to come over so that they will all have merry together. I'm telling you that many people in Nima today have moved to the Independence Square for the grand celebration. The street is very quiet. The regular activities that we see here in Nima is not that bustling today. But for all that we know, today is Eid al-Adha and people are having fun. Over to you back in the studio.
And we'll be joining the young men when they slaughter that cow in their homes. So thank you very much. Although we are not friends, we get to be friends on Eid al-Adha. And there's Lati reporting there from Nima. Now, Redwan Karim Osman Dini has been to town and checking on how the Muslims were shopping for today's festivities.
Wherever you are, you'll be wondering why you are seeing a lot of goats, a lot of sheep, cow and other sacrificial animals being tethered at various posts, joints and other market centers. Well, it is all about the Eid al-Adha vibes that has engulfed the entire nation. And here at Nima, the fever is almost catching up with everybody. Hundreds of cattle, sheep and goats dot the markets. The finest among them have been put on display to attract prospective buyers. But the price of the sacrificial animals has skyrocketed.
Yeah, they are expensive because of the exchange current, because the SEFA go high. The SEFA it is high in this year. Like last year it was 60 something, but now getting to almost 88 cedis, so it costs. That is the reason why the things cost. But up the French country, the price are the same.
Shoppers who turned up to get the animals for Eid bought all the same, despite complaining about the price hikes.
They are very expensive, This is 700. I bought it 700. It's very, very expensive. These are 1,000, 1,500 and 2,000. It's very, very expensive. But it's festival season, so we have to try and do it. When you do this, Allah will open doors for you.
Business at the Nima markets was booming as locals trooped in to buy goods in preparation for the end of the Islamic festival of feasting.
We just came in to buy some meat for the salad tomorrow.
And I can see you are with the kids as well. Are you buying something for them?
Yeah, I'm buying something for them. I'm buying hijab and some small items for them. That's why we are here.
And what will happen in your house tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow, inshallah, everything will happen. We have rice, fufu, zafi. Everybody is invited. Everything will happen there live.
Boutiques, both formal and informal, witnessed a beehive of activities as some Muslim faithful bought their fashion in readiness for the Eid al-Adha celebrations.
We have children's dresses that is from Mumbai. That's what they've been buying. It's up and down, and then kumkum bagia, different kinds.
What is kumkum bagia?
Yeah, you don't know kumkum bagia? The India dress. That's what they've been buying.
Okay, so they come to the shop and they request kumkum bagia dress.
Yeah. Anytime they buy kumkum bagia, any occasion that they have in school, they say everyone's supposed to wear, has to go with the kumkum bagia. So that's what they take.
The abattoir was also busy as the butchers cashed in on Muslims and other locals as they scrambled for their protein ahead of the celebrations.
Yeah, we are working because it's Saturday. We don't know about tomorrow. So today we thank God. The business is too good for us. Yeah, I said about 5 legs now. You understand? So we thank God. We wish every day things to go like this.
Several mosques in Nima, Medina, Abusiokai, Ashaiman, among other towns, on Thursday released event itinerary to their congregants. The usual ceremonial killings in slaughterhouses, in parks, and even in the streets will take place as part of the Eid al-Adha, one of the holiest days of Islam's calendar. Families are encouraged to choose their best animals for the ritual, which dates back to the days of the Quran's prophets, namely Ibrahim, who is equivalent to Abraham in the Bible. There are no absolute binding rules on what to do with the remains, but one tradition sees families divide the usable meat into 3. One part they consume themselves, another goes to friends, and the final third is given to the poor.
And that was Ridwan Karim Osmandini's report. Let's move away from Eid a bit. Now, firms and individuals involved in the installation of concrete flagpole holders on walkways for advertising purposes are likely to be surcharged for ignoring the stipulated deadline issued by the AMA. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly, in a press statement released on Tuesday, August 29th, warned companies and individuals who had erected flagpoles on major streets to immediately remove them or face sanctions. According to the AMA, the concrete flagpoles impede the free walk of pedestrians, thereby forcing them to compete for space with oncoming vehicles and hence compromising their safety.
According to the AMA, the sitting of these concrete flagpoles on the pavement and sidewalks of major streets often do not consider the movement of pedestrians, hence forcing pedestrians to sometimes compete for space with hawkers and moving vehicles. It is based on this development that the Accra Metropolitan Assembly issued the press statement to warn all individuals and firms to uninstall all such concrete flagpoles flanked by the roadsides purposely for advertisements before August 31 this year. The AMA says it will surcharge any individual or firm found to own any of these structures, as well as prosecute them for causing public nuisance. A drive through some principal streets in the capital revealed the existence of the concrete flagpoles 24 hours after the AMA deadline elapsed, while some suburbs of Accra still had the concrete flagpoles arranged in an orderly fashion along the streets. Others were haphazardly arranged. It appears the directive from the AMA is yet to take effect, as many of these advertising companies are yet to comply.
This is Newsroom on GHOne TV, of course, the Eid edition. Now, if you want to interact with us on social media, most importantly, if you're sharing meat and you want to share it with us, just tweet at us at GHOne TV, also on Facebook, Instagram, and here's how. Just take a look at our social media handles. You're watching Newsroom. Up next is sports. And there's a crucial game today. The Black Stars of Ghana will play their Congolese counterparts at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium this afternoon. The match is a crucial one for the Black Stars to secure their chances of qualification to the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Let's take you to Kumasi, where all the action will be taking place later today. Benjamin Yamwa of our sister station Ultimate FM joins us live from the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Ben. If you can hear me, tell us. Lots of
yes,
Jamal
yes, I
going.
can hear you clearly here, Abena. I can now hear you, and you can imagine the noise and the atmosphere here. As you can hear from the die-hard supporters who are singing their hearts out and chanting on the Black Stars before the game here. It's a crucial qualifier, Abena. And tell you what, the atmosphere is buzzing and getting exciting by the passing minutes, because the Black Stars are going to be in very soon for the game to begin here in Kumasi, and I can hear them sing and of course chant on. The atmosphere is building very, very well. It's about 3 or so hours to the game itself, and the atmosphere in Kumasi is charged and getting ready for the Black Stars here, Abena.
And I can see some of the supporters behind you. If you can interact with them, what are their expectations?
Well, tell you what, because of the chanting, I can hardly hear you, but I'm assuming you're asking about the team itself. And let me tell you about the team who have been in Kumasi since Monday evening. When they touched down in Kumasi, they have been preparing very well for the game itself. Tell you what, they have been in camp training every single day here at the Kumasi Stadium, and they are primed and ready for the game, especially after yesterday's defeat for Egypt in the World Cup qualifiers. The Black Stars talk to the players and they tell you, with that defeat of the Egyptians, it is now in their hands to get a win on, or today I must say, and then Ghana will qualify. So they are primed, ready for the game on this particular day. That's 3:30 p.m. when the game kicks off here in Kumasi. So indeed, the atmosphere as well in Kumasi is good. The fans have promised to come here in their numbers to come and cheer the Black Stars on to ensure that they can win the game here in Kumasi today. If Ghana gets to win this game, it will mean we have 3 more games to go, and all Ghana will need is to win the 3 matches again, and Ghana will qualify for Russia 2018. That's for the World Cup. So let me talk briefly with the fans who are here. Die Hard, they call themselves, who are here with us indeed, cheering on the Black Stars for the game. So I'll begin first of all with the leader of the team, and of course I hear them in the mood. Now, let me ask you, how are you prepared really for the game today?
Well, first of all, I'll take this opportunity to thank you very much. Since yesterday, we saw that Egypt and Uganda match is very, very important. So we did a fasting just to ask the Almighty God the favor for Uganda to beat Egypt. Indeed, God answered our prayers. This time around, the prayer that we are praying that we'll be able to beat the Congo by more goals, so that it will make our chances brighter. Today, as you can see, 3 days ago, 2 buses of Dahad Supporters Union came here, and yesterday night, another 2 buses came to join the Kumasi branch. So you can see, most of them are gone. They've gone to their families. They are coming this morning. Most of them have gone to have their breakfast. Very soon, you see Dahad in numbers. As we've been doing, as usual, we support the team today and ensure a victory.
So that's the word they have for all of us. They will ensure we get victory today. And I'm going to tell you what, with the stadium itself, earlier when I was interacting with the NSA boss, Robert Saffomens, and who is in town, they tell us everything is ready, security arrangements on point, everything is arranged for those who come in here to be safe as they witness the Black Stars play against Congo. The Congolese too are in town. They arrived a bit late. They didn't come in early, so they arrived late yesterday. They are in town, and they'll play the game tonight against the Black Stars. So indeed, Abena, if you can hear and as you can see clearly, all is well here in Kumasi. I was in the Black Stars camp this morning, and the players relaxed, getting ready for the game itself. They are ready indeed to get Ghana a win today in the qualifiers, Abena.
Thank you very much, Benjamin Yamwa with Ultimate FM in Kumasi. He joined us from the Babayara Sports Stadium, where all the action will be this afternoon. The Black Stars will be playing against Congo. With me in the studio are two sports journalists, Nana Yao Asante Yeboah and Jesse Kofi Amponsa. They call him the Prof. I wasn't going to miss that. Welcome to Newsroom. Let me start with you, Nanaya. What are our chances, the Black Stars, Ghanaians? Do we have a chance at all?
Yeah, we do. Once the competition is not over, we have a chance, especially when Uganda beat Egypt yesterday by a goal to nil. It's giving the group somehow wide open. But our job is well cut out for us now. All we need to do is to win the rest of the 4 matches. If we do that, then maybe we might get to Russia 2018. But should we slip, that will be the end. But now the danger is Uganda. Once Uganda are in pole position now, they also have 7 points. Assuming they lose in Egypt, they still have an opportunity to beat Ghana and Congo and also make it to the World Cup. So that's where the danger is. Ours is to beat Congo, which I think we can do it today. Then maybe on Sunday or Tuesday, we do the double header over them. Then take care of Uganda in Kampala. Egypt will be coming to Ghana in November. That we can take care of it. But the most difficult one is to beat Uganda in Kampala.
And I think football, usually the group stages, it has to do with if the other person loses. So let's assume this one loses and then there'll be a window for us to get in. But Prof, are we beating Congo and is there a chance? I see people betting on social media that we are not qualifying for the World Cup.
Well, it's quite unfortunate. The problem is that we didn't start well in this particular tournament. Our first game we drew, the next game we lost. And we were supposed to have won at home against Uganda. We didn't prepare very well for that particular fixture. Now, Uganda have beaten Egypt. I'm clear in my mind that the competition now is Ghana is not in it. The competition is in that group, it is between Uganda and Egypt. It's very clear. Now, currently as we speak, Uganda has 7 points on the group, topping the group. Egypt has 6 points. We have only 1 point. We need to win this particular game. Now, because Egypt lost to Uganda yesterday, the rest of our four matches is a must win for us. We need to win. We can't afford to draw. We can't afford to lose. So that is the kind of work that Ghana has been cut out for Ghana. We've got to end, in the next. We'll definitely win today at Kumasi. I am confident that in this particular game we will win. But the most crucial one, as my colleague said, is the match in Kampala against Uganda, which we have to do. It's a very difficult terrain to go there and win. The last time we played the Nations Cup qualifier, we lost over there. So it's not a very good hunting ground for us. In 2006, when we were qualifying for the World Cup again, in the World Cup qualifying series, we drew over there. So we went ahead, we took the lead, and then later the Ugandans cancelled. So it's always a very tough, encounter when we meet them. So for me, yes, the Congo game, we'll do a double header over them, but the most crucial of them all is the game at Kampala. But you mentioned preparation, and is the team prepared?
Well, they are, because looking at the situation as things stands now, if you are not well focused and the players are not more motivated, I think we should forget it. And they know. Your colleague in Kumasi, Ultimate FM, Benjamin spoke to one of the players this morning, and I like the way he sounded, that now they know what to do. And it's very good when you know your job has been cut out for you. You know what to do. And that's what will motivate them to deliver for Ghana. But I agree, it's going to be very difficult because once Uganda is in pole position, that's where the danger is. Assuming they have drawn, that would have given us somehow some level of same points in order to qualify. But now it looked like Uganda are in pole position, like Kofi was saying. But anything is possible. It's football. But preparation, I think, is the best that they've had.
Prof, do you agree in terms of preparation? And what would you want the team to do better?
Well, I think that in terms of preparation, by Tuesday, by Monday we had close to about 11 players. By Tuesday we had close to about 22 players in there. So Kwesi Appiah got to Kumasi, I think, on Sunday. So in terms of preparation, it's been better than the one we went to play somewhere last year, against Uganda. I think that we've had a very good preparation. This time the FA decided to focus the guys. Usually when they got to Kumasi, when they get to Kumasi, they usually do donations to orphanages. They go and say, they go and greet Otumfuo, but this time they decided to cut out all those things, get the guys to focus on this particular game.
You think those things affect your mind?
Not necessarily, but it looks like this time they were taking it a notch higher. They didn't want any form of distractions for the team because they realized that, look, the rest of these 4 games are very important to us. We have to do everything possible to win, and which is why they decided to go along with this particular plan.
And both of you,
there is this harmony between the FA and the ministry. Previously, it wasn't like that. I mean, there was this infighting between the FA and the minister, the former minister. But now it seems that has been solved.
Okay, with the new minister,
exactly. In terms of bonuses, it's been settled. They know what they are going to receive when they win or draw. So those are the things that push teams to win. If there is an infighting, definitely there will be no unity in the team. And I think it's very positive for the team now.
And that's quite important. And both of you think that Congo, it's easy for us?
If you can't beat Congo, why do you go to the World Cup? You don't even have to dream. You need to brush Congo aside.
Well, I think that it's a difficult one, but Congo, anytime our guys, our players have their back to the wall, that's where they really stand up to be counted. So I believe that in Kumasi today, after 90 minutes, Ghanaians will be smiling. Definitely will win this game. But for me, out of the 4 games, the most important one for me is the Kampala game, which is very crucial. If we're able to win in Kampala, that's it. I mean, we are home and dry.
That's why I say we deliver when our back is to the wall. So maybe you might put out the best at Kampala.
But we can't afford not to put. You see, the thing is that Ghana finds itself in a certain situation that we cannot. The rest of the 4 games we cannot draw.
You only have to win.
We have to win.
And I'll be taking your predictions shortly. But the new people in the team, the new call-ups, Raphael Jamina, what do you think these guys will add to the Stars?
And that's another weapon that we have now. The motivation for them to make a statement in the team will push them to deliver. And it's a very good sign that the team, it's unique. Everybody, once you are playing well, you have the opportunity to play for the country. So it pushes other players to do their best, and that's very good for the team.
Just an information that, for somebody like Raphael Jamina, he couldn't join the team because there are some issues, he's seen to some medical issues, so he cannot be there. But the likes of Kojo Poku, who, our colleague, Benjamin Yama spoke to, was, he looks poised for today's game. The likes of Edwin JC, who is also a new entrant into the team. Atamalawe is also a new entrant into the team. There's Lawrence Atisigi, who's also come.
How about the one from WA All Stars?
Richard Ofori.
Yes.
Yeah.
What will he add to the team?
Richard Ofori had a lot of experience. He was part of the under-20 team that was third in 2013. He comes in with a lot of experience. He's now no longer a Wild Stars player. He's now with Maritzburg in South Africa. So, it looks like they are really, really, really poised for this particular game. And I just hope that they are able to deliver for us, the results that Ghanaians want to see. Because trust the Kumasi people. They've always been that darling, wife maybe let me put it that way, of the Black Stars. They are always loyal, very, very loyal. And
which is important.
Which is extremely important for us.
But the only local guy is Joseph Ado.
Yeah, Joseph Ado, who plays for Adriana Stars. And then there is also GHOne Waja.
GHOne Waja
plays
from
for
Wafa.
Wafa, West African Football Academy. So I think that
it's looking good for us.
It looks good. It looks promising, especially if you have a captain.
If you can't beat Congo, you should not even be dreaming of going to the World Cup. That is a fact.
I mean, Congo is almost
if you can't beat Congo in Ghana, you expect to beat Egypt in Ghana. No. But once you've taken care of Egypt before, Congo should be brushed aside. Then we look forward to that big game in Kampala. That's all.
We are wrapping up. Your predictions, Nana?
Ghana should win 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah, at least.
At least?
To make a big
We get to spell Congo at a point, right?
I would love that.
I think that I'll go for a 2-0 scoreline. Anything
that for me, the 3 points.
For me, the most important thing is Ghana back home the 3 points. No pressure at all on the guys who want to score more.
Any player you are tipping to score?
Of course, Asamoah Gyan will want to register a goal in this particular game. Clearly, I mean, JJ Ayew hasn't fared too well for his club. He may need a certain goal to sort of revitalize that confidence that he needs at the club level. So I'm hoping that JJ Ayew will also give us, a goal. So the captain and the deputy
will score. All right, we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Talking sports this afternoon on Newsroom, Nanaya Asante Jesse and Jesse Asante Yeboah rather, and Jesse Kofi Amponsa, journalists, sports journalists who joined us to talk about that game between Ghana and Congo this afternoon at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. If you are not in Kumasi, maybe there's a way you can join and still catch the game. But we will be here on GHOne TV to bring you updates. Let's take a break. Newsroom will return shortly.
Of silence. I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. My God, my God,
category is the Holy Child Past Student Association.
Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
We're here at the O2 Intercontinental Hotel in Greenwich celebrating the 6th Goober Award ceremony.
I'm extremely excited to receive such an important award today.
I'm so privileged and honored. When a woman is determined to do something, they are able to achieve. There's no limit for what a woman can do.
Dr. Papa Kwesi Edu. Thank you very much, Denta and Guba, for this recognition. Our slogan is Beyond Excellence.
It sounds weird, it's unthinkable, but I've become fond of idiots.
Idiots are nuisance and they are very annoying.
I'm still baffled about what you saw. Was he really the donkey's ghost?
Senna is your bullseye. If you want her, you have to hit with all you have. Why the hell would you think Donkey is dead?
I didn't know you hate him that much to wish him dead.
As I talk to you right now, I am on my knees. Please, help me learn the trade of an idiot. I can't start a new relationship now.
You can't start a new relationship because you're comfortable being humiliated and treated like a boy instead of a man.
And I conclude you need the power of Jesus to break you from that spell.
It was two beautiful ladies fighting over a donkey. I felt as I am eager to take you to the psychiatric hospital should you dump me for you.
So you think there's a problem with my mind?
Ask yourself, what would you do if I go on vacation and come back with deep thought and affection for an idiot lady who keeps dominating my life?
The door is ajar and it's an invitation for anyone to walk in.
I am the president of the Republic, duly elected and sworn in. I declare my nephew, Black Boy, the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
You're welcome back to Newsroom. A case of injustice. In the following report, Nabil Ahmed Rufai tells the story of 23-year-old Abena, not her real name though, who was allegedly raped by a police officer a year ago. Traumatized after the ordeal, she's now demanding justice as her abuser still remains at post.
I closed from work that day and I was going home. Before, he had proposed to me several times and I turned it down because of what I heard people saying about him and all those stuff. And so my mother even advised me because of those issues. So he went like, why would he propose to me and then I wouldn't respond to him? No one has ever rejected or turned his proposal down. And then I said, I'm not like all those ladies, so I'm different.
Broken and crying for justice, Abena shares her harrowing experience when a police officer, Samson Kevin Adam, allegedly raped her a year ago.
He pushed me into his car. I was just standing right behind his car, and then the back of his car was opened, and then there was this guy who was also sitting in front. He was there, and then the door was open, so he pushed me, and then I fell into the car, and then I lied down. So when I was getting up, they had pushed it, and he was already in the front, and he started driving. So we got to Medina Reco Flags. So when we got to his room, we opened the door, and then he said I should sit down, and then I said I won't sit down. So I was standing, and then he pushed me, and my head like hit the wall. I felt some sharp pain, but I don't know what happened again. But when I opened my eyes, I was on his bed, and then I was naked. And then I asked him what happened, and then he said, but I felt some sharp pain, and I realized I was naked, so he had sex with me.
It has not been easy for Abena in her quest to get justice. After medical reports from the University Hospital in Legon confirmed the rape incident, Abena and her father have been shuffling between the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit in Medina and the police CID headquarters without making any headway. In this audio tape, her father is heard asking an investigating officer assigned to the case whether progress has been made.
This is your investigator. Can you make it tomorrow, probably? Please don't happen to the case. Yes, please. Pardon? Yes, I said, can you make it tomorrow to our office, please? So what has happened to the case? Sort of the same case. Yeah. Can you make it in the morning? With your daughter, please. I see in bail. You said? I see in bail. That one I cannot talk about. I'm asking you whether you can make it tomorrow, please. To the headquarters, eh? Yes, please. The director wants to meet all of us. So I informed my commander that maybe you'll be there around 10 or 12 or whatever.
Abena tells me the police officer, Samson Kevin Adam, after raping her, told her even if she reports the case to the police, nothing can be done to him.
I asked him that why did he do what he did, does he know that what he has did can end him up in jail? And he said, oh, nothing can be done because he's a CID officer and he's the law himself, so nothing can actually happen to him. So I'm really talking nonsense.
Abena says the ordeal has left her shattered and is now scared of dating.
When I was at the hospital, I don't know how people got to know about this issue. The rumor started when I was in the hospital, and everybody in my area was talking bitterly about this, and they were saying that, hey, this girl, she walks quietly and all those stuff, not knowing she was a prostitute. I don't know what the guy told them that evening, I don't know, but before they would break, everyone had heard about it, and they were saying a lot of things. When I heard some, I cried till even I had some in the hospital, and I couldn't even hold myself from even sharing tears. And then my classmates and all of staff were calling me, is it you? Is that you? So I don't know. I switched off my phone, and then I had to keep to myself because I didn't want anyone to hear anything from me because I was feeling very bad. And then his friends were laughing at me, all the guys who proposed, and I didn't mind them, and they were all teasing me, and I couldn't even come out from my room because when I come out and people see me, the way they start talking about the issue as if they were there, and I don't know.
All she wants now is closure. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, GHOne News.
Quite a harrowing story there, and would continue to pursue this until justice is served this 23-year-old lady. Now, drivers who ply the Sampa Brody Road in the Brongahafo region are bemoaning the poor state of roads. According to the drivers, the deplorable state of the road is affecting business activities in the area as potholes collect lots of water, making driving difficult for them.
Drivers in the area lament they spend most of their income on spare parts to maintain their vehicles in order to remain in business. The drivers are therefore calling on government to construct the road. Some of the drivers also accuse politicians of deceiving them during every electioneering period with a promise of constructing their roads. Hence, they are threatening that should government delay in the construction process, they would not allow any politician to campaign in the community before the 2020 general election.
This is the main road, but driving on this road seems like driving through a forest. Government must come to our aid, else we might not vote for this current government in 2020 general elections. It is difficult driving when it rains. It gets worse because of the waterlogged nature of the road. Parts of the car get faulty when driving through this waterlogged area.
The Assembly member for Brody electoral area, Francis Obeng, also spoke to GHOne News, explaining how difficult it is for farmers to cut their foodstuff to market centers in the area.
If you look the nature of the road, in fact, the road is very, very bad. So we have been appealing the government to come and construct the road for us. Because if you see how the road, how the nature is this in the road, in fact, it is very, very bad. So I support the drivers. If no road in 2020, then no vote.
Chief Executive Officer of Roverman Productions, Ebo White, is calling on government to make the arts industry attractive to help promote business and create jobs, not for just the youth, but for Ghanaians in general. According to him, the creative industry serves two purposes: providing entertainment and attracting direct foreign investment. Uncle Ebo was speaking at the premiere of his annual quarter production dubbed The Comeback at the National Theatre in Accra.
Ghana is gradually becoming the home for many foreign investors. It is often believed that these investors also get interested in the night lifestyle of the country. For Roverman Productions, the best way to sustain continuous visits from these investors is through intelligent entertainment.
Welcome home. Grazie. Well, you must be tired and hungry.
Roverman Productions CEO Uncle Ebo White is therefore appealing to both private sponsors and the government to invest into the creative industry. According to him, it is about time the industry is given the same recognition as others in the country. He further stated that the notion that the industry is for the marks is no more relevant in today's modern era.
We've not quite realized the value of it, and because we haven't, it hasn't even occurred to us that this could hold the key to economic recovery and economic progress. We're bringing these investors in, and we're not engaging them. We engage them at the corporate level, at the business level, but these are human beings. We've got to understand that this is something that can bring foreign exchange. There's something that can promote business, and so let's take it seriously.
In an interview, he disclosed that the production house will be telecasting some of its works on the GHOne TV platform. He said the merger between Roverman and GHOne TV is indeed in the right direction, since the network has a trusted reputation, especially in delivering quality productions.
I think it has been built over a number of years, and over the friendships that were built by some of the key people who are now running GHOne. So we're leveraging trust that we've built over the years. We're leveraging knowing each other and what each other has to offer over the years. So for instance, we partnering with GHOne, we knew the platform because we knew the people working there. And we know that there was nothing from GHOne that would embarrass us.
The play, The Comeback, tells the story about a successful Ghanaian footballer living in Europe who sends money to his family to enable him establish himself should he return to the country. To his surprise, his trusted brother duped him and now needed to start life all over again.
Well, apparently the land was not to be sold. It's government property, so you don't have any proper title to the land.
Hey, and you bought it?
But mother, people take over government lands all the time, man.
I've been hearing about this guy, how great he is, but I can attest today, he was on point. Well, I think that everything flow naturally. Yeah, you laugh when you should laugh, and then you can't get it anywhere. So I think that he's done much.
I think the main lesson is that in life, you never give up. You never give up. No matter what comes your way, no matter what negativities that comes your way, don't give up. Don't say you're going to kill yourself because of one event or the other. Just put yourself together, like you said. Lift yourself up and push yourself back again.
Roverman Productions celebrates 9 years in the arts industry and has assured its fans to produce more scintillating productions.
Get me to the church. Get me to the church. For Pete's sake, get me to the church.
And of course, you wouldn't want to miss any of Uncle Ebo's plays soon to be right here on GHOne TV to be shown, actually. That's how we end Newsroom today. My name is Abena Owusu Nyamekye. The news team will be back at 6:30 with News Tonight to enjoy the rest of your holiday.